such conversation.
Don't stop.
Harmony let her words sink in before continuing. Now, I have no intentions of replacing any of the employees that placed at your company unless you can show, just because of substantiate below part job performance.
Read that book.
You have a contract with me that doesn't expire for another 6 months. Try to break it, and I'll see you in court. Jerry Morrison was appalled, but had to admire Harmony's tenacity. Would you at least guarantee that if and when we place an order for an additional secretary, you will send us someone else?
Read that motherfucker.
Someone else? You mean
read that motherfucker?
A white person?
Ass fat.
Harmony chuckled. Don't beat around the bush. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Okay, fine. I would prefer a white woman if another temporary employee is sought through your firm, Jerry said sternly.
You better
read
will
that
get
book whomever I have available that is skilled enough to perform the duties prescribed on our contract.
Read that motherfucker.
Whether the person is white, African American, Hispanic, Asian, Pakistan. Harmony glared at him. Do you follow me, Jerry? Yes, unfortunately I do. He conceded, wishing that he had never come.
You better read that motherfucker.
Thank
with that
you.
Big old book. With that big old book.
Harmony stood up, walked around her desk, and opened up the door leading to her outer office. If you'll excuse me, I have a meeting in a few moments.
Read that motherfucker.
I have to run along too. Jerry got up and walked to the door. I just see myself out. Harmony shook his hand. Have a nice day and enjoy the beautiful weather. He forced a smile and left. Harmony slammed the door behind her. She wanted to make sure he never came to her with such racist bullcrap ever again. Harmony collapsed into her desk chair, holding her side and wretched with pain. She rang for her secretary, who responded over the intercom. Yes, it's Miss Whitfield. Could you please call Dr. Drescher's office and see if she has any appointments available today? Yes, Miss Whitfield, right away. Harmony scrambled to dump the contents of her purse on her desk, sniffing through them until she located a bottle of prescription pills. She popped the cap off and tossed 2 pills into her mouth, swallowing them dry. Bryce didn't get into her office until mid-afternoon. Monique Harmony's stylist had whacked away at Bryce's hair after informing her that she had suffered serious Bryce felt about 10 pounds lighter, but had to admit, after swiveling back and forth from Monique's chair with a handheld mirror to take in all angles, that her hair looked daggone good.
Read that bitch.
The administrative assistant, Jean, handed Bryce a stack of messages from clients and one red flag message from her boss, Winston Ross.
You better read that book.
Bryce smacked her lips when she saw that one.
Don't stop.
He'd been getting on her last nerve lately.
Don't stop.
A high-flown Negro that swore he had it going on. Winston didn't realize that their firm wouldn't hesitate to get rid of either of their black behinds if the mood hit them.
You better read that book.
Bryce went to her cubicle in the bullpen, sat down, and hooked up her headset telephone. People all around her glared at her as if to say, "You got your nerve coming in so damn late while we're sitting here strung out." None of them would ever actually say something smart to Bryce, though. One girl, Jolene, who thought she was the reincarnation of Marilyn Monroe, had attempted to step to Bryce one time, but a mutual client who was displeased with his recent stock portfolio.
Please.
Whether it was a valid point or not, Bryce wasn't about to let that be talked down for her. He told her ass off good, right in front of everyone, and didn't give a damn who heard it. Jolene was so embarrassed that she resigned the following Monday. Bryce and Lucky had shared about 2 hours of laughter at Jolene's expense after they spotted her waiting tables at the Hooters in Rockville and insisted on being seated in her section. They ran Jolene ragged, and even after she had catered to their every whim to prevent being fired, Bryce still asked to see the manager and insisted that Jolene be reprimanded for providing crappy service and expressing blatant Word got back to the office, so everyone was fully aware that Bryce was already willing and able to summon this thing if need be. The only co-worker Bryce truly liked was Yvonne, who was originally from Hawaii. They got along well and even did lunch a couple of times during the week when they couldn't make a fast getaway. Yvonne waved at Bryce from her cubicle across the pen.
Read that book.
And pointed to her own hair before giving Bryce a thumbs up and the new hairdo. Bryce winked at her and started dialing Colette's number. Colette yanked the phone up on the first ring. Who this be? What? Are you still asleep? Bryce whispered into the phone. It's after 2.
Read that bitch.
Bryce is not like I have any place special.
You better not stop.
Colette said nastily. I'm as out of a job, remember?
Read that bitch.
Oops, I'm bad. My bad, Bryce said, having completely forgotten to call Colette earlier about Harmony. Harmony wants you to give her a call. She said she'd hook you up. Are you serious? Colette said excitedly. Not believing her ears. Yes, but I won't lie. It wasn't easy to convince him. I had to get through a tongue lashing. Dang.
I'm gonna turn you into Sucky with the good.
Continue.
With the
Delancey got the clock calendar.
Read that bitch.
On her desk. Harmony might be out and about to bout by now. So try her cell phone first. You still have the number? Yeah, I have it in the address book. Cool. Bryce hesitated briefly while trying to gauge if one of her coworkers within earshot was trying to be nosy. Sis, none of them done you a favor. I need one. Sure, you know I'm down with you. What's up? Remember what you said last night about the juice?
This is what it is.
The juice, Colette.
Book read time. Confused. Let's go.
Yeah, the juice. Bryce repeated, raising her voice slightly.
Don't stop. You better not ever stop. Ever.
Colette screamed into the phone, recalling
that's how you read.
Her pea juice.
From here on out.
You're not trying to tell me that Negro
that's how you read.
Had some in his drawer.
That's how you read.
Exactly
you read
what I'm saying.
Like that. When you read,
Bryce, that's
you read
effed
like that.
up, isn't it? Bryce said with disdain. You know it got ugly, right, girl? Girl, yes, I know. Just let me ask one thing. Is George still breathing oxygen, or do you have his ass pushing up Daisy somewhere?
Read that motherfucker.
He's still breathing, but
you better read
he better not breathe at my crib. You kicked him out. I told him not to be there when I get home this evening, or it's on for real. Dang, Bryce, I wish I could have been there. I would have laid him out. Trust me, I laid it on him. Enough for both of us. So what you need, girl? I want you to meet me at my house at 6, just in case he's still there. I might need you around. To protect you, I can bring my back. No, to protect him. I'm afraid that if he's still lounging up in there, I'll end up having to skank a few in women's penitentiary that won't make me there all day suffer. An older woman sitting directly beside Bryce cleared her throat loudly. Hold on for a second, Colette. Bryce took the headset off and stood up, looking over the partition. Can I help you with something?
You better read that book.
Excuse me, the woman said angrily. Bryce smacked her lips at her.
You better read that book.
Sure, I'll excuse you. This time, Bryce sat back down and put the headset back on. Sorry about that, Colette. I had to handle something right quick. No problem, girl. Maybe we should just talk later.
You better read that bitch.
Yeah, cool. You go ahead and call Harmony, and I'll see you at 6, right?
Just like that.
Guarantee.
Read that bitch.
Oh, I know what I forgot to tell you. Bryce exclaimed after a slight breeze from the vent above her head swept across the bare nape of her neck. I made a drastic change today. Wait till you see me. What you do? Did you get your tongue pierced? Bryce said, you nasty. No, Colette, but that's my next move. Bryce chided. She had often joked about getting her tongue pierced, but had never exerted an ounce of effort to locate a place to get it done. So then what?
Stop reading that book.
Bryce was anxious to spill the beans, but decided to hold off so she could let Colette be totally shocked. Never mind.
Read that motherfucker.
You'll see in a few. Dang, you know how I hate it when you do this. Bryce giggled. Don't have a hissy fit. Bryce spotted Winston headed in her direction. I have to run. See at 6. She yanked the headset off and stood up, preferring to deal with Winston's sarcastic ass face to face.
You better not stop.
Mrs. Whitfield, he stated vehemently, do you realize what time of day it is? Yeah, I do.
You better not motherfucking stop.
Bryce replied in an equally nasty tone.
Yeah.
Did you not see the message I left for you? Yeah, I saw it, and I was about to head to your office as soon as I returned a pressing business call. The woman seated in the next cubicle cleared her throat again. Bryce dared the heifer to reveal her call had been personal. She will feel her warmth.
Read that shit.
According to your voicemail, Mrs. Whitfield, you had to get your car window fixed today. That's correct. Then how come you have a fresh hairstyle? Winston asked accusingly. Did you take the ribbon and go from work to go to the salon? Actually, I went to go to get my hair done last night. Bryce. She'd actually had AAA tow her car into a garage and caught a cab over there from the salon to pick it up. Is there some written rule that I can't get my hair done on my own time? Winston smirked at her, and Bryce smirked right back at him. She dug into her purse, retrieved the receipt from the garage, and flashed it in front of his face. Voila. As you can see, I just signed for my car less than 30 minutes ago. He leered at her and turned back on her, walking away. My offer was 5 minutes.
Read that bitch.
Bryce had to resist the urge to run up behind him and shove his size 8 pump up his butt.
Read that book.
She spent the next 5 minutes in the internet looking up assassins for hire.
Thou shalt read. Thou shalt read. Read, please.
Easier said than done.
Turn that page.
Chapter
Turn
9.
that page. Turn that motherfucking page.
Harmony didn't really feel like doing a power dinner, but she had been after a particular government contract for more than a year.
That big old book.
And there was another way she was going to miss an opportunity to finally give her sales pitch.
Read that motherfucker.
She met Clayton Maxim and George Brown. And he was incredibly handsome. His Lorenzo Latin suit. Harmony found herself attracted to his looks, but his attitude left a lot to be desired. Besides, her heart had always and would always belong to Zachary.
You better not stop.
So, Mrs. Whitfield, I'm glad we finally have the opportunity to sit down and discuss the possibility of doing business together.
You better not stop reading that book.
Yes, I've looked forward to this for quite some time. Harmony was about to get her flirt on over filet mignon and red-skinned potatoes, even though she had no romantic interest. She did have an interest in the contract that he held the key to. She never got the chance because Zachary strutted over the table and sat down uninvited. No wonder I haven't heard from you, Harmony. Zachary spat at her vehemently. You've been busy with your new man. Harmony was stunned, but not surprised. Zachary had a way of jumping to conclusions. Is there a problem? Clayton asked nastily. Do I need to get security? Harmony waved Clayton off. No, that won't be necessary. Zachary and I have a past. And the future, Zachary interjected. Harmony belongs to me now and always. Harmony tried to laugh off the embarrassing moment. Zachary, you're blowing things out of proportion. Mr. Maxim is a potential client, and we're having a business dinner. Zachary eyed Clayton suspiciously before his eyes fell on the proposal on the table.
Book that read.
I'm sorry. I just saw you two looking cozy and made assumptions. That's quite understandable, Clayton said coldly. If I had a woman in my life as lovely as Mrs. Whitfield, I would be overly protective of her also. Harmony is lovely, isn't she? Zachary eyed Harmony seductively, and she almost melted into her chair. Yeah, she is, Clayton agreed. Lovely and then some. Not to mention a wonderful businesswoman. You two keep this up and I won't be able to squeeze my head through the door, Harmony said jokingly. A woman can only take so much. Both of men laughed and Harmony let out a sigh of relief. They managed to avoid major drama. Zachary, what are you doing here anyway? Harmony inquired, hoping he wasn't there to meet a female.
Like you ain't never read
she didn't think she could be tactful about it if she was. I'm meeting Rodney and Pete for drinks. Oh, okay, that's good, Harmony smiled. Zachary could tell she had been probing, and he took it as a positive sign. He still didn't know why they'd broken up in the first place. Clayton, is it? Do you mind if I steal Harmony away for a moment? I won't take long. Clayton disappointed slightly because he had hoped to get to know Harmony personally as well as professionally. Conceded to the obvious choice. Not a problem. I need to return a couple of important calls on my cell phone anyway. Zachary took Harmony's hand, stood up, and led her away from the table toward the hallway where the restrooms were. He paused in front of the bank of the payphones and pressed her back against the wall, immediately sliding his tongue into her mouth. Harmony tried to resist him, but couldn't. She accepted his gift and let herself feel alive again from his touch. An older lady came out of the restroom and leered at them. Harmony pulled away from Zachary while the woman continued down the hall and out of view. Zachary tried to resume the kiss, but Harmony pushed him away. Harmony,
better bring that ass here.
Zachary, you and I broke up, remember? I remember you breaking up with me, and I still don't have a clue as to why.
Because she didn't want that dick. That why?
Harmony replied, her eyes dropping to the tile floor.
Harmony, better stop playing.
Complicated. Zachary grabbed her by the elbow. Harmony, you and I have been together for like years, and while we've had our share of problems, there was always some sort of reasoning behind them. Mostly misunderstanding and immaturity, but there was a reasoning. But we were just doing great, making plans, and then all of a sudden you just ended it?
Read that, motherfucker.
I deserve some sort of explanation. Harmony raised her eyes to his. You're right, Zachary. You do deserve an explanation, but I can't do this right now. Not with a client waiting, not here. So then when?
You can't get that ass right now.
I'll call you.
Can't get that ass
I'll call you or come by, okay?
Sorry. You gotta come back.
Okay, well when?
Come back
soon.
For that ass.
With that, Harmony freed herself from Zachary's grasp and slinked away into the bathroom so she could get her out a good cry before returning to her table. When she came back out to join Clayton, Zachary was nowhere in sight.
What's going on with
Looking
Clayton?
for your friend, Clayton asked. Not really, Harmony responded.
Clayton just wants some puss.
Oh, because if you were, he left with a couple of male buddies a moment ago. He asked me to give you something, though. Clayton hit Harmony a folded napkin, which opened. It simply said, I love you forever. Call me.
Read that book.
Boy.
Read that book.
Chapter 10.
Read
Here we go.
Motherfucking book.
Oh, that was a short little chapter, y'all. Okay. Making hate again.
Chapter 10.
When Bryce arrived home at her townhouse that Friday evening after work, Colette was chilling out front.
Don't stop reading that book.
Fortunately, George was gone, and so was all of his stuff. Bryce had already called a locksmith to come change the locks the following morning.
Stop reading that bitch.
It was a relief to end the whole ugly situation without having to actually go through the Lorena Bobbitt threat. She would have, though. If George had been foolish enough to stay there,